Life is good, but it can be better. Hey everyone, AGS Studios here, and guys, today, welcome to the review of Wonder Woman 1984. This is the fourth time I've tried to record this video, and I am tired of trying to record it. I got some schoolwork to do, so let's get right to it. Alrighty guys, so starting off with some non-spoilers. Wonder Woman 1984 is a alright movie. It's not great, and it's not bad. It's alright. And what I mean by alright, it's alright, I mean the Justice League from 2017 is better than this. Which is hard to say because both of those movies are bad. Which is something that I don't like to say. I was really looking forward to this movie. It is alright. I did enjoy this movie just like I did Justice League. But when you look at the film in a whole, it is considerably bad in a way. So, if you end up watching Wonder Woman and then you go to watch this movie, you'll be disappointed. But a little bit. Now, I did say, I enjoyed this movie. It was alright. It wasn't bad. It could have been a bit better. But that's it, pretty much. I am looking forward to Wonder Woman 3 to see what Patty Jenkins could come up with. It's been rumored that Zack Snyder is going to be a part of that project too, which is going to, if that's true, it's going to be one hell of a movie. So, anyway, that is pretty much it for the non-spoilers. Let's get right to it. Alrighty, guys. So there are two problems that I really have with this movie, and it's the inconsistency of the Wishing Stone, which is the whole point of this movie. It is the MacGuffin of the movie, and then another character becomes that MacGuffin, which is Max Lord. And the 11-minute opening scene, I didn't really care for. Like half of that could have been cut. So, anyhow, we're going to talk about the opening scene, and then we're going to head into the Dreamstone. We'll talk about the characters, and try to end this video off and give my final results. So, anyhow, starting off with the opening scene, pretty much it's a bunch of shots of the Themyscira, the Amazon Island. There's an Olympic thing going on. The Olympics are going on Amazon Island, their own version of it, and everything. And there's like a bunch of shots and all that stuff. Diana shows up and everything. Her mentor or whatever talks to her and everything, tells her to do her best. And she does. She does her best, but she cheats towards the end. She gets pulled out and told that she could pulled out. She starts to cry because she's being told that cheating is not the right way. You got to win the right way. You can't cheat because cheating is wrong. Basically, you're just cheating in life, and that's honestly that's a good message, but it could have lasted throughout the entire movie. Because Max Lord cheats his way in life because of the Wishing Stone. But they also do give us another message to where lying is bad. You gotta live by the truth and love. You can't live in a world of lies. So, yeah. So that whole opening scene, it's just like, what was the point of it, in a way? Because there's two opening scenes. The second opening scene starts off where there's a few people, they come in and they're robbing this place. They steal a bunch of artifacts. They come out. Everybody finds out that one dude has a gun and everything. The guy's about to throw over a girl. Wonder Woman catches her and then stops the whole robbery. So those are two different opening scenes. Those two scenes alone are 11 minutes, including with the multiple shots of Themyscira. So pretty much 3 different scenes are in one movie, but 2 of them are actually the opening scene, which is really weird to me. I don't see the purpose of having 2 scenes being the opening of the movie. It doesn't make any sense. Now we're going to talk about the Wishing Stone and its inconsistency. So, the Wishing Stone is alright. I don't have a problem with wishing movies, but I gotta say, this is probably one of the most inconsistent MacGuffins in all of movie history. So, how it works is that you have to hold the Dreamstone. Okay, you gotta hold the Dreamstone, and you make a wish. But the thing is, that wish, whatever you wish for, it takes away something from you, like your humanity or something, and that's it. But the thing is really inconsistent. You got to be very careful on what you say. And also, even if you think of something that you wish for, this thing will automatically... I almost dropped it. The thing will automatically give you that wish. And that's how Steve Trevor comes back. Diana wishes for something, but she doesn't touch the Dreamstone. Steve Trevor comes back, but it's not Steve Trevor. It's another dude with the conscience of Steve Trevor. So, anyhow, besides all that, Barbara uses the wishing stone a lot. At one point, she wishes to be like Diana, which she does. She becomes basically like Diana, attractive, strong, and talented, and everything. But she gets, but her humanity isn't there. Max Lord gets a hold of the Dreamstone and wishes to become the Dreamstone. Now, just by that, you think that that he would turn it into the Dreamstone, right? He doesn't. He takes the powers away from the Dreamstone, and the Dreamstone devours. So, the movie doesn't imply what Max Lord loses, but he becomes more insane in the movie. So, because, and what I mean by insane, it's almost to the point to where, like, he could pull off the Joker, pretty much. Which is a hard thing to say because the Joker is the Joker. Max Lord is getting to that point to where he's insane to be like the Joker. In a way. Obviously, both of the characters are completely different, but just to kind of give you an idea of it. So, anyhow, that was kind of the biggest problem that I had with the movie was the whole Dreamstone. It was inconsistent, and it was consistent at the same time. So anyhow, let's talk about the characters. So there are 4 main characters in this movie: Diana, aka Wonder Woman, Chris Pine as Steve Trevor, Barbara as aka Cheetah, and then Max Lord, played by Pedro Pascal. Those are the 4 main characters. I gotta say that there's 2 characters in this movie that just that they're really good, and it's obviously Gal Gadot as Diana Prince as Wonder Woman, and Pedro Pascal as Max Lord. Literally 2 of the best characters in this movie at all, by far. Barbara, you kind of have a bit of sympathy for because she's the nerd you don't really like. You kind of feel sympathy for her, you care about her, you want her to succeed, you want her to do great. But then she becomes an asshole in the movie eventually because she lost her humanity. She literally beats up her harasser, like just kind of brutally. Like she tosses him into a truck and then starts to kick him. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that you don't beat up your harassers and everything. Like that's perfectly fine, but don't do it that brutally. To where like blood and everything is coming, and he becomes unconscious and having a hard time breathing. So, yeah. Steve Trevor in this movie was alright. He's the comedic relief in the movie, which makes sense because he is now in a world where technology is advanced and everything. So he's pretty much the clueless child at a theme park, pretty much. So that's the best way I can describe Steve Trevor in this movie. Wonder Woman is alright. A lot of people said that she was considered kind of like the asshole in this movie as well, which honestly I don't really agree with. I mean, like, at one point, like, it's just like you're ignorant, Diana. You gotta let go. But that's it. I mean, like, that's it. Like, that's the only thing that, like, that Diana needs to do is to give up Steve Trevor, and she does, just to get her powers back because she lost her powers because she wanted Steve Trevor to come back. So, the world's in chaos and everything. Wonder Woman comes back. She saves the day, pretty much. And that's how the film ends. But, there's 2 fight scenes in this movie. 2 full fight scenes. And they feature Barbara in both of them. You got the fight scene in the White House, which I like the best. It's longer. There's more action to it, and they're in it. And the second fight scene is shorter, and I don't like it. The fight scene between Cheetah and Wonder Woman in the golden suit is like a minute long, at best. The fight scene in the White House is at least 3 minutes. at best, I would say. So obviously you got one fight scene that's longer, one's that's shorter. Now the thing is, that needed to be swapped. One fight scene, the final fight needed to be longer. Obviously, with the final fight, a lot of people like me think that the final fight is the best thing about the movie, is the final fight. And then you obviously got like the little fight, which is alright, but that's the build up to the bigger fight. That's the whole point of that. But they just completely disregard that. They're like, hey, we gotta have the final fight in the middle of the movie and have the middle fight at the end of the movie. We gotta have the ending fight be shorter and the middle fight be longer. It doesn't make any sense. So, anyhow, one fight scene was better than the other. I liked the golden suit. I liked the way that Cheetah looked in this movie. Could have been a little bit better, but yeah. So now let's get to the final part of the movie where Max Lord is pretty much just granting wishes to everybody across the world. Diana uses her lasso to try to get to him, but the thing is, she can't because the wind is too strong for her to even do anything. Literally, when she's talking, somehow, they don't show this, but somehow the lasso attaches to Max Lord, and they both don't, like, Max Lord doesn't know, and we don't know. It's meant to be a surprise, but it's like, how? Like, you've already established that the lasso cannot reach him. So how on earth was it able to reach him? So, anyhow, that's how the movie ends. It ends off on a high note. Everybody renounces their wishes and everything. Diana talks to the guy that was being controlled by Steve Trevor in the movie. And they kind of have like this flirty, kind of romantic thing between the two of them, which is alright. I don't mind that. And then the movie ends. And also, I forgot to mention that the invisible jet comes in, which is a whole nother thing. Apparently, she knows how to turn things invisible without even mentioning it. So, anyhow, that's pretty much it for this movie. This review. Honestly, the movie was alright. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was just, it's kind of your, I don't know how to say this. This is basically the Amazing Spider-Man 2 of the DCEU. Just to kind of give you guys an idea. So, anyhow, I'm going to give this movie a 5.5 out of 10. I wanted to give it a 6 out of 10, but honestly, I'm thinking it's a 5 out of 10. I don't know, 5.5 out of 10. So, anyhow, that is it for this review. I'm excited for Wonder Woman 3. There's rumors floating around that Zack Snyder is going to be attached to the project, which sounds interesting. So, yeah, hopefully the third one is better. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a great rest of your day.